Today on Vallo Vision News, more than 40 million Americans will lose their food stamp assistance because of the government shutdown. See how UM's food pantry program is responding to help keep people from going hungry.
This is a place where you are starting the next generation of artists.
And a new exhibit is open on campus, combining art and culture. I talked to the artist about his inspiration.
Plus, let's get spooky. From candy to campus, events to costumes, we've got all your Halloween headlines. Vallo Vision News starts right now.
Hello and welcome to Vallo Vision News. I'm Brayden George.
And I'm Cameron Short. Thank you so much for watching. As government shutdown drags on, the USDA says it will not tap into its contingency fund to cover food stamp benefits next month.
That's according to a memo obtained by CNN, which also says states will not be reimbursed if they use their own funds to pay for benefits. The memo says $6 billion in funds, quote, are not legally available to cover regular benefits. As a result, roughly 42 million Americans will not receive critical food assistance from the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP. Now, this lapse in SNAP benefits will be felt here on campus by some. Because of this, the Falcon Food Pantry is increasing the amount of food it is distributing to those in need. People impacted by the government shutdown will now have access to the food pantry weekly instead of every other week. Executive Director of the Granger Family Center, Josh Miller, says this is to provide members of the UM community with food security in a time of uncertainty.
We want to be responsive. We want to make sure that we provide food in a sustainable way that students can be able to stay focused, they can stay engaged so that employees are able to take care of their families and able to support their families at this time where things are unpredictable and things are could be incredibly difficult.
To access the Falcon Food Pantry, contact counseling services or visit the Puryear House. All visits to the food pantry will remain confidential.
This Sunday is Cleanup Day in Ora Park. UM's Environmental Communications class is partnering with Cahaba River Keepers to clean up the iconic Vallo Park. Chad Strickland, a student in the class, says he's excited for the event.
It feels good. It always feels good to be able to serve the community and come out and do things that other people might not want to do, but they need to be done. So it feels good knowing that we're going to help out people and the environment and animals and plants as well.
The cleanup will start at 3 p.m. this Sunday. The class will meet at 227 Park Drive at the Ora Park Bridge. All students are welcome to come. If you would like to participate, make sure you bring a refillable water bottle. Registration opens next week. Be sure you've met with your academic advisor before registration opens for you so that you're able to register for classes. Registration will open Monday morning at 7 a.m. for graduating students. Registration for undergrad students will open on the days that you see on your screen. If you do not know who your advisor is or how to contact him, that information can be found in your student profile on banner.
The University of Vallo has been ranked #1 in Niche's 2026 Best Colleges for English in Alabama. This ranking is based on program statistics from the U.S. Department of Education, as well as student reviews. The program has received the #1 ranking multiple times in recent years, which speaks to its continued success. You can learn more about the department and its activities on Instagram. Just search for @Montevallo English. A new art exhibit at the University of Vallo is now open in the Pool Art Gallery at the Allen and Lindsay Song Center for the Arts. I visited the exhibit's opening reception and had a chance to talk to the artist himself.
Again, I'm excited to be here. Thank you for coming today.
The Pool Art Gallery is proudly presenting its newest exhibit, A Labor of Love, featuring pieces from Ghanaian artist Vincent Frimpong. The exhibit opened with a reception held by the gallery, allowing the artist himself to introduce his work. Frimpong says exhibiting his art in institutions across the country serves as an inspiration for young artists.
So showing in the universities, again, gives me the leverage to keep telling the next and the generation of artists that it is possible, we could do it, we can make it in the art world. It's good to give them a physical example than just riding on the bus to show them it's possible.
Frimpong was born and received his bachelor's degree in Ghana before moving to the U.S. and receiving his master's from the University of Arkansas. He now serves as an assistant professor at Augustana College in Rock Island, Illinois, sharing his love and passion for art and culture with the next generation.
This is a place where we are learning. This is a place where you are starting the next generation of artists, right? So it will be great if I show my art, and of course, maybe in one day, I might be in their books.
Frimpong says his goal is to implement Ghanaian culture in his art to explore the idea of what it means to be African, while still appealing to a diverse audience.
I am making art in a different world now. They understand and perceive and interpret art differently. So I try to think about ways that I can try to merge the two cultures. Of course, now I am here as a permanent resident, but still I'm from Ghana. So how do both parties benefit?
For Frimpong, his art serves as that bridge between culture and connoisseur. The exhibit will be open to the public in the Pool Art Gallery through December 5th with no cost of admission. Statues honoring Rosa Parks and Helen Keller were unveiled at the Alabama State Capitol in Montgomery last Friday.
That's right, and both women were from Alabama. Parks became an icon of the civil rights movement from her central role in the Montgomery bus boycott. Keller, despite being blind and deaf, learned to communicate, authored 12 books, and fought for the rights for women to vote. According to Alabama Governor Kay Ivey's office, these are the first female statues featured on the Capitol's grounds. For some people with special needs, a college experience may seem out of reach, but for some Shelby County students, UM's Falcon Flight program gives them an opportunity to soar. VVN's Wesley Holsenbeck has more on the story.
Falcon Flight is a program designed to help special education students transition into the workforce. And UM faculty member Dr. Sean Mitchell plays a big part in helping kids prepare for life after college.
Falcon Flight, it's a program for young adults, college age, aimed at that have various physical and or cognitive impairment disabilities, aimed at increasing functional mobility, quality of life, daily task skills. So part of what we do is, like, for instance, they may work at a grocery store or a pharmacy where they're required to pick up a certain amount of weight, so we work on stuff like that in here.
The students perform a number of different workouts, including weightlifting, mobility, and coordination exercises.
But it's basically a college program for these students to get skills just necessary for daily life and some basic job skills as well.
Falcon Flight student Evan says he enjoys many parts of the program.
I would say mostly talking to others and be off my comfort zone. So yeah, and try some new things around.
Falcon Flight meets here at the SAC every Thursday during the school semester from 11 to 12. For Vallo Vision News, I'm Wesley Holsenbeck.
Falcon Flight is open to students ages 18 to 21 who have completed high school. Remember, there's always more news 24/7 on our social media pages. Just search for Vallo Vision News on Instagram, Facebook, and X.
Still ahead on VVN, retailers are hoping to scare up big sales this Halloween, how much Americans are expected to spend on the holiday, and we'll take a look at this year's top costumes.
Plus, see what festive events are happening on campus and what's to come later in the week. Halloween headlights coming up next when we return.
Your college years aren't just about academics. From college night traditions to local hotspots, there's no shortage of things to do. Every year of your education, Montevello means more fun and memories along the way.
Welcome back to this spooky edition of VVN.
Vallo Vision News reporter Eliza Hyman joins us in the studio with our Halloween headlines. Eliza?
Thanks, Brayden. Americans are known to go all out for Halloween, and this year likely won't be any different. According to the National Retail Federation's annual consumer survey, Americans are expected to spend an average of $114 per person this Halloween. That adds up to about $13.1 billion, a record high. Candy is of course a popular purchase, with total spending expected to reach $3.9 billion, and Americans will spend more than $4 billion on costumes. Nearly 3/4 of Americans who plan to celebrate will dress up. As for what characters you'll see for the holiday, Spider-Man is the popular choice for children. 2.3 million kids are expected to dress up as the famous web slinger. The next most popular costumes are going to be Princess, Witch, and Ghost. As for adults, the top costumes are Witch, Vampire, and Pirate. Many people are including their pets in the costume fun, with the most popular being a pumpkin. Speaking of pumpkins, if you're planning to carve pumpkins this Halloween, Here's your reminder to be extra careful. According to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, more than 1,500 Americans each year end up in the emergency room around Halloween due to pumpkin carving incidents. Sharp knives can easily slip and cause injuries to fingers, hands, and even tendons. Experts say it's best to keep knives out of kids' hands and leave the carving up to the adults. Dunkin' is getting into the Halloween spirit by once again showcasing Spidey D on their official Instagram. The Spider Donut took over the account for the month of October, and when he left, Dunkin' fans begged for more year-round. This year, Spidey D is back for the Halloween season. Kicking off with the teasing social media post, Spidey D now has full control of the Instagram and has been posting memes and keeping up with trends. Dunkin' has released a statement. Spidey D will no longer be a menace to the Instagram since he has been now caught. Or has he? We actually have him right here. Have y'all tried the new Spider Donut?
I have not tried the new Spider Donut.
I haven't either, but it does seem very tempting.
All right, so what do y'all got going on costume-wise?
We were supposed to wear costumes?
What costumes?
Okay.
I thought this was just a normal day.
I did too.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's my bad. This is also my daily attire.
Thank you, Eliza. Baptist Campus Ministry had a spooky good time celebrating Halloween Monday night. Those in attendance got to enjoy some snacks, games, music, and participate in a costume contest. Students say it was a great way to start the week as the big day approaches and as fall starts to set in. For more information about the BCM and all their events, look for their Instagram page at Montevallo_BCM.
This past Monday, Goldside hosted a Halloween mixer at Palmer Hall. This provided opportunities for new and loyal Golds to mix and mingle in costume and to take photos and share some Halloween goodies. For more information about events hosted by Goldside, check out their Instagram page at GoldVictoryGV. Also, happening tonight, Purpleside will be united for a Halloween party at Palmer Hall. This event will feature games, face painting, a costume contest, and more. It's planned to start at 7:30 and end at 10. For more information about the party and other of their events, check out their Instagram at Purple Victory.
Alpha Kappa Lambda Fraternity will be hosting their annual philanthropy with a haunted house tonight. Members will be dressing up and attempting to give those in attendance a good scare for a good cause. It will be at the Student Retreat Center from 7 to 9 p.m. Entry fee is $5, but if you happen to purchase their Halloween t-shirt, you get in for free. Majority of the funds collected will go in support to the Shelby County Safe House. Coming up in the buzz, Stranger Things' final season is just a few weeks away, and now you'll be able to watch that very last episode in a special way.
And let's do the time warp again. Rocky Horror turns 50. Here, some of the actors reflect on their cult classic film after half a century. Meg Wallace joins us for The Buzz when we come back.
Welcome back to Vallo Vision News.
Buzz anchor Meg Wallace joins us now with a look at the entertainment and pop culture stories that have us buzzing this week. Meg, welcome.
Thanks, Brayden. Stranger Things fans are going to have the chance to ring in the new year in a special way. Netflix confirmed the series finale will get a theatrical release. That news comes after Variety published a story where a Netflix executive said that wouldn't happen. Producers, the Duffer Brothers, have always wanted the last episode to be seen on the big screen. It hits theaters December 31st, as it also hits Netflix. It will only run for 2 days. The cult classic movie, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, is celebrating 50 years since it arrived in theaters. Rick Damigella reports.
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll.
The year was 1975. Gerald Ford was president, The Godfather Part 2 won the Oscar for Best Picture, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show made its first of countless screenings in movie theaters.
It had been such an extraordinary experience, meeting these ladies and being in London for the first time.
Was it your first film?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but it was.
It was mine and
oh, yeah?
Darling Pat's, Tim's.
Maybe that's why I was
a lot of people's first film.
Someone asked me the other day, they actually said, of course I know it's the 50th anniversary, I've said it a million times, 50th anniversary, but this girl actually said, how long ago did you make this film? And I said, 50 years ago. And I suddenly thought, oh, what did I say? It really hit me, 50. That was such a shock.
It's just a jump to the left.
The film's anniversary is being marked by numerous events, including a 4K Blu-ray and a new vinyl release of the soundtrack. Doing the time warp again in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
I'm so excited to see that cast back together again.
Absolutely, yeah. I grew up loving that show. It was a great film.
Yeah, I loved on Halloween when Rocky took out Apollo Creed. Fantastic movie. You know, I'm just playing. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I wanted to include it.
I was going to say I didn't remember that scene. In South Minneapolis, a Swiftie is getting major attention for her spooky and sparkly tribute to Taylor Swift. Miranda Sukup turned her yard into a Life of a Showgirl spectacle, a play on the title of Swift's latest album, The Life of a Showgirl. The display is full of skeletons and bedazzled costumes, haunted versions of Swift's album covers, and even nods to her fiancé Travis Kelce and the couple's cats. Visitors can exchange friendship bracelets, bookmarks, and trinkets just like a Taylor Swift concert. It's not just people who get excited for Halloween, pets are also getting in on the festivities. Pet owners in Chicago brought their pooches and kitties for some Halloween fun and a parade. These pets attended in their very own costumes, some of which were quite clever. One dog was dressed as a crew member with Trader Joe's, while others were adorned in costumes from panda bears to a starring role in Back to the Future. There was a costume contest, and all of the proceeds went to an animal support group called Paws Chicago.
I feel like we're a little bit on the lazier side. We just grab whatever's the easiest to buy from Amazon, but some people go all out, which I really admire.
We just love it. We love the atmosphere, whether you have a dog or not. It's nice to see everyone. You always end up with a smile, and, you know, we look at the competition for next year.
Are any of you dressing up your pets this Halloween?
I'm not. My dog is very old. He'd be very confused, and there's no way I could beat Bark to the Future. So I mean, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, my dog's at my parents' house, so what they'll be doing to him, I'm not really sure. I'm sure my little sister will find a way to torture him in some kind of way. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Thanks, Meg. Remember, there's always more news from our team of reporters on our ValloVision News website, vallovisionnews.com. That's all the time we have for our show today.
Thanks for watching. Have a safe and happy Halloween. And be sure to tune in to ValloVision News again next Wednesday.